Hello guys, good afternoon everybody. Do me a favor, please activate your camera guys. Let's begin with the class today, people. So, we are getting closer to the end, guys. Getting closer to the end. So, people, espero que ya hayan terminado la plataforma, que ya solo les queden la unidad 5, los temas que no hemos visto, people. Recuerden, ahí van 3 puntos que nos pueden servir. Solo es de completarla y hacerlo correctamente. So, that's it. Hay mucha gente que le falta y vamos bien atrás. Y eso es algo que les quiero decir también, people. Por ejemplo, la tarea que tuvimos para vacaciones, la mayoría, por no decir, bueno, casi el 90% de ustedes lo mandó el 7 de agosto, es decir, ya cuando habíamos terminado vacación. Entonces, no es porque lo hagan solo por mí, realmente no importo, yo no importo. Es que lo hagan por ustedes, que ustedes practiquen, ¿ok? Mucha gente se ve que ahí, bueno, hay gente que incluso con la misma ropa que estaban en la clase hicieron la tarea. So, eso me quiere decir que no han practicado, no estudiaron. Eso es uno. Igual, voy a la plataforma, veo las personas y hay gente que lleva 30-40% de todo hecho. Se suponía que hace 10 días tendríamos que haber llevado ya el 50%. Cuando llegamos a la unidad 3, yo les dije que hasta la unidad 3, háganlo aquí, ya tiene que haber terminado hace 10 días. Y hay gente que lleva ahorita el 37%. Entonces, practiquen, ¿ok? Que probablemente pueden decir, bueno, voy a ver, si sale, bueno, si no, igual no estoy pagando nada ni nada. No piensen de esa manera, ¿ok? Porque es la oportunidad, tienen la oportunidad. Mire que después pasa el tiempo y si usted no hace las cosas, llegan los aquellos. Si hubiera hecho esto, si hubiera estudiado, si hubiera continuado, si hubiera practicado inglés, ya hablara, ¿ok? ¿Cuántos hubieras no hay en nuestra familia, en nuestra vida? People, hay bastantes cosas de si hubiera hecho esto, si hubiera hecho lo otro. Pero recuerden, el hubiera no existe. Entonces métanle, please. So, tomorrow, guys, we are not going to have the class. Vamos a tenerla el lunes. Así que tiene todo el fin de semana para terminar todo. Lunes venimos con las presentations y al final we will do the test, 19 questions. El examen de la unidad 1 a las 5. Okay, and that's it. We finish on Monday. Así de que recuerden, mañana no hay clases. We do it on Monday. We finish classes on Monday. Okay, so that's it. That's what we are going to do. And let's go. Let's begin right now with the classes, with the last topic of Unit 5. So with this one, we finish everything. Let's watch a video now. Well, there is no video. Anyways, I thought there was a video. Anyways, let's go right now. And I have a question for you. The question is, tell me what is one activity that you always do during the weekend. Hey, remember to activate your camera, people. So what is one activity you always do in the weekend, on the weekend? Brenda, what is one activity you always do on the weekend?
Completar lo de la plataforma.
All weekends? You do always do it? I repeat the question. What
Okay.
is something you always do on the weekends? For example, I
¿Cuáles son las
always,
actividades que hago siempre? Los fines de semana.
yes, I
Ajá,
always go to the supermarket.
ok, me está confundido.
You?
Listen to music. Quiero ver. I go out. ¿Cómo se llama? De salir de paseo, no sé cómo decirlo. Con mi familia.
Okay, say it in English. English,
Go
no
out,
Spanish.
go out with my family or friends. And also I go to the buy with my mom.
Okay, good, excellent. Andre, and you? What is one activity you always do on the weekends?
I go to work.
You work all weekends? You
Yes.
work?
Yes.
Okay.
I homework with my daughter. I play in the park with my daughter, and I dine with my family.
Okay, good. Excellent. Thank you. Cesar, what about you? What is something you always do on the weekends?
First of all, eat, and another, I go to the park, and I go out with my friends and my girlfriend, and I play video games in the afternoon.
Okay, that's enough. Good, excellent. Thank you. Now the opposite, always. Never. What is something you never do on Sundays? Daniela, what is something you never do on Sundays?
I never go park in Sunday.
You never go to the park. Okay, good. Excellent. Letty, how about you? What is something you never do on Sundays?
I never know. I clean in the house.
You never clean the house on Sundays? Okay. Good. I do the opposite. I always clean on Sundays. Okay, good. Excellent. Let's see. Alejandra, Natalie, what is something you always do on Sundays?
I go to park with my family.
You always go to the park. Good. Excellent. Let's see. Yesenia, what is something you always do?
I am clean my house.
You clean your house. Okay, good. Elmer, what is one activity you never do on Sundays?
I am always always Sunday watch or clean my dogs.
You shower the dogs. You shower the dogs.
Shower.
Okay. Lady, what about you?
Repeat question, please.
What is something you always do on the weekends? Something you always do.
I am take a showers.
Okay.
I
Good,
am
but tell me something important that you always do on weekends. I know that you take a shower all day.
I am go to work.
You go to work. Okay. Good. Excellent.
I am go to university.
Oh, you have classes on Saturdays.
I am have
Saturdays and Sundays, you go to the university. You go to the university on Saturdays and Sundays, right?
no lo entendí.
Okay. What is one activity you always...
No, and
I am asking, do you go to the university on Saturdays and Sundays?
no.
So the question is, something you always do on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. What is one activity you always do?
I am clean the house.
Okay. Good. Right on. So people, let's study the new topic. Okay? Before we move to the new topic, I want to clarify some ideas. Quiero que clarifiquemos algunas cosas, people. For example, I am cleaning the house. People, la pregunta era, what is something you always do on the weekends, I say? That is the question. What is something you always do on the weekends? I am cleaning the house. Estoy limpiando mi casa. Can I use it? People, you can't use it. I am cleaning con el verbo en ing. It's impossible. You cannot use it. Okay? You cannot use. You need to use simple present. Let's see, Leti, ¿cuál es la estructura del simple present?
Es sujeto.
Yes.
Más
Plus.
verbo.
Verb.
Verb.
That's it. Complement.
Complement.
Si lo necesita. So, people, ¿se cumple esa estructura aquí? No, porque el verbo va a ser en base form. ¿Ok? Base form. Y el cleaning no es la base form. El am es el verbo to be. Entonces, No, I am cleaning. That is incorrect. What is the correct, guys? I am cleaning the house.
I clean my house.
I clean my house. I clean the house. I clean whatever. I clean the house. People, another thing that I notice, otro problema que les he notado. What is something you always do on weekends? On weekends, you always do clean the house. No me repitan la pregunta. La pregunta es que es como que en español venga y le diga, hey, ¿ya viste el nuevo episodio de la serie? Ah, ¿ya viste el nuevo episodio? Sí, ya lo vi. No, right. We don't answer in that way. ¿Dónde trabaja? Donde yo trabajo es en el banco agrícola. Normally, we don't do that, right? Ok, normalmente no respondemos así. Que hay casos que uno lo diga. Yes, in English, always happens to. Si usted quiere ocupar la pregunta, lo va a decir de esta manera. What is something you always do on the weekends? On the weekends, empieza desde atrás. On the weekends, I always on the weekends, I always no ocupa el do, porque el do no lo necesita. On the weekends, I always go to the park. Uy. On the weekends, I always go to the park. I always study. Si quiere, si no, de un solo. I study. I always study. I always go to the church. I always go to the supermarket. I never. Cuidado. Another thing that you said, guys, I know never. Can you translate it into Spanish? En Spanish sería yo no nunca. No, right. You don't say. Okay, you don't say it. Let's see. Practiquemos otra vez. Les vuelvo a hacer la misma pregunta and you answer. You answer. Let's see. Brenda, what is something you always do on the weekends?
On the weekends, I always go out with my family or friends.
Okay, good, excellent. Go where? You go to the beach or you go to the mall, to the shopping center. You go to where? Le faltó ahí. ¿A dónde va? No me dijo. I always go with my family.
Go out.
Go out with your family. Ahí ya queda. I always go out with my family. Good. Excellent. Elmer, what is something you always do on the weekends?
On the weekend, I always and every Sunday shower my dog.
You always shower your dog. On the weekends, I always shower my dog. Good. Puede decir shower. También hay otro verbo. Bathe. I always bathe my dogs. Bathe my cat. Whatever. Leticia, what is something you always do on the weekends?
On the weekends, I always go to buy supermarket.
You go to buy in the supermarket.
Supermarket.
Okay. Good. Excellent. Let's see. Yesenia, what is something you always do on the weekends?
On the weekends, I always visit my best friends.
You always visit your best friends. Okay, good. Excellent. And so on, right? Good. No me digan I am. I am clean the house. That's incorrect. No metan al verbo to be. El verbo to be yo soy. I am significa yo soy. I significa yo. I cook, yo cocino. I wake up, yo me levanto. What is something you always do on the weekends? I wake up late. I wake up late. On the weekends, I always wake up late. That's something you can say. Okay, people, that is the first part. The second part is this one. Frequency adverbs. What's a frequency adverb? A frequency adverb is a word that helps me to show, to demonstrate the frequency of the action. I eat pupusas. That's okay. Solo es información. I always eat pupusas indica frecuencia. Puede ser que todos los días, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo, I eat pupusas. I always check my Facebook. I always check my Facebook. I usually shower in the early morning. I usually shower in the early morning. Casi siempre me baño tempranito en la mañana, excepto domingos and Saturdays. Por eso yo digo, I usually. Ya bajé, no es always. Ya llegué a un 75%. I often practice my German. De vez en cuando, I often practice my German. De vez en cuando practico alemán. I often. I sometimes practice Italian. De vez en cuando practico italiano. A veces practico italiano. I sometimes practice Italian. I am never rude with people. Nunca soy grosero con las personas. I am never rude with people. Guys, miren, puedo ocupar verbo normal. Puedo ocupar el verbo to be. Ok. Verbo to be solo lo ocupo para decir cosas que yo soy. Ok. Las otras me indican acciones. I am never, guys, I am never unpolite. No. I am sometimes unpolite. A veces que me enojo, saco el indio que llevo dentro. So, I am hardly ever. Casi nunca. Hardly ever. Repeat everybody, guys. Hardly ever.
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever.
Good. Solo tres. ¿Qué pasa con el resto? Guys.
Hardly ever.
Hardly
Repeat everybody. Hardly ever.
Hardly ever.
Tell me something.
Tell me something.
People, no, don't repeat that. Tell me something you hardly ever are. Dígame una cosa que casi nunca es, pero le sale. I am hardly ever rude. Casi nunca soy rudo. I am hardly ever rude. Yo casi nunca soy rudo. Pero de vez en cuando me enojo. Okay? Hardly ever rude. What about Elmer? Something that you hardly ever are.
Hardly ever.
I am
hardly ever rude.
You are hardly ever rude. Okay. Brenda, tell me something that you hardly ever are.
I am hardly ever a serious person.
You are hardly ever a serious person.
Serious
Good.
person.
Great. Jeffrey, tell me something that you hardly ever are. Jeffrey? Might be busy. Let's see. Giovanni, tell me something that you hardly ever are. Happy, sad, serious, angry.
Hardly ever serious.
You are hardly ever serious. Okay. Tengo dos almas de la fiesta aquí. So good. Excellent. Give me a second, guys. They are selling outside. I need lorocos. So, anyways. Okay, you are hardly ever serious. Andre. What about you?
I am... ¿Cómo dijo?
How do you say? Casi nunca. Repeat. How do you say? How do you pronounce?
How do you
Okay.
say?
Yeah, mama. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you say? What? Casi nunca. Hardly ever.
Hardly ever.
Hardly. Como Harley Quinn. Hardly ever.
Hardly ever. I am hardly ever patient.
You are hardly ever patient. Oh, okay, good. Well, we need to be honest, right? Good. Letty, how about you? Tell me something that you hardly ever are.
I am hardly ever grumpy.
You are hardly ever grumpy. Good. Angry, right? Grumpy. Ugh. You are hardly ever. Good. Cesar, what about you?
I have ¿cómo era? How do you say?
I am hardly ever.
I am hardly ever boring. Bored.
What?
Worried.
Sorry?
Worried.
Worried. Okay, you are hardly ever worried. Good. So, you are not going to have wrinkles. No se va a arrugar. Good. Excellent. Let's see. What about Lady? What about you?
I am hardly ever athletic.
You are hardly ever athletic. Okay, good. You don't like to do exercise.
No.
Okay. You know, we need to do exercise, lady. Tenemos que. I'm like you. I don't do exercise, but I need to do it. Good, people. I am. Y me dicen algo que ustedes. I am always what? I am always sleepy in the morning. I am always sleepy. Siempre tengo sueño. I am always sleepy. I am never what? I don't know. Probably. I am never no, I don't know. I am never sad. Probably. Yes, I am sad sometimes. Okay, people, that is the verb to be. Pero ¿qué tal si yo quiero decir acciones? Okay? Things that I never, I always, or I hardly ever, or I sometimes do. People, ya no va a decir usted I am. Usted dice I, y menciona la frecuencia. I always, I usually, I often, I sometimes, I hardly ever, I never. People, I never eat pacayas. I never eat pacayas. I always eat beans and bread. I always eat beans. I sometimes watch TV. I sometimes watch TV. I hardly ever do exercise. I hardly ever do exercise. I always go to my job. I always go to my job. Okay? I always. Elmer, what is something you always do?
I always watch the video on YouTube.
What is something you hardly ever do?
Hardly ever.
I
hardly ever watch. ¿Cómo sería telenovelas?
soap operas.
Soap operas.
You don't want. You hardly ever. Okay,
Sí.
that means que por ahí de vez en cuando ve una. Good, excellent, excellent. Natalie, what is something you sometimes do?
I sometimes clean my house, or I sometimes room in the park.
You sometimes run in the park. Good. Cesar.
Is
That's
run.
okay. Run.
Okay.
Acuérdense,
Run.
la U, guys, recuerden Pizza Hut. No es Pizza Hut, right? Entonces, la U no suena como U. La U suena como O. 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 Run. Hot.
Okay.
Don't say public. Es public. Public. Good. Excellent. Thank you. Cesar, what is something you usually do?
I usually do exercise.
You usually do exercise. Good. Givelli, what is something you usually do?
Repeat, please.
What is something you usually do?
I sometimes usually.
I usually repeat.
I usually. I usually painting.
You usually paint. Good. Excellent. Let's see. Giovanni, what is something you never do?
I never do watch TV.
Repeat. I never watch TV.
I never watch TV.
It's boring. TV is boring nowadays. Andre, what is something you never do?
I never play soccer.
You never play soccer. Good. Letty, what is something you never do?
I never watch series de miedo, no sé cómo se dice miedo.
Horror series.
I never watch series horror.
Horror series. Al
Horror.
revés.
I never watch horror series.
Good. Excellent. Acuérdense, todo es al revés en inglés. El niño loco. The crazy kid. La casa bonita. The beautiful house. El película de miedo. Horror movie. Horror series. Good. Yes.
Quería,
Yes, Leti.
quería ver si me podía ayudar con una pregunta que está en la plataforma, que es de la 5.3.2. La pregunta es de formar las oraciones, formar la oración. Es en base a este tema, pero yo no la puedo formular porque siempre me sale incorrecta. Entonces, no sé cómo hacerlo.
5.3.2.
Ajá.
Ya la vamos a hacer, ¿ok? Don't worry, we will do it together.
Sí, porque
So,
solo esa me falta y no, solo 3 o 4 me salen buenas, de ahí el resto ya la formé de varias maneras y no me salen.
we will check it. Give me just a second. We'll do it together. Okay. Well, let's go. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Let's do it together, people. So, let's see. ¿Cuál? No, it's better you do it. Es mejor que ustedes lo hagan. ¿Pero cuál me dijo que era? What number?
Las 5.3.
No, pero ¿cuál es la que tiene problema?
Es la de la que hay que complementar ya le digo cuál es. Es la que me está costando es la 5.3.2.
Pero todas las preguntas le salen malas.
No todas. Me salen mal. La 2.
La 2.
Y
recuerde esto, ¿ok? So, sometimes local reads he newspaper. Veamos. Primero siempre va who. Who is the first one? The subject. He. Luego va el. Frequency adverb. He always. He never. He sometimes. He sometimes. Then the verb. He sometimes reads. He sometimes studies. He usually studies. He never goes. He sometimes reads the local newspaper. Y así quedaría. This is the way. ¿Qué tal si hacemos la siguiente? She, too, rarely listen classical music. Well, yo sé que primero es subject. Luego va el frequency adverb. She rarely, raramente. She rarely, luego va el verbo. She rarely listens. She rarely listens to. El verbo es listen to, no solo listen. Listen to. She rarely listens to classical music. That is the way. Sarah smiles never. ¿Cómo sería, people? Can you help me, please? Sarah smiles never.
Sarah never smiles.
Sarah never smiles. Subject, frequency adverb, verb. complement, pero en este caso no hay complement. Her, always, she, about, complaints, husband. Ooh, who is the subject here? Who is the subject, guys?
She.
Her husband or she?
She.
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 ¿Por qué? Porque siempre un she va a ir adelante. ¿Ok? She. Luego, what is next? She.
Always.
Always. She always. Luego, ¿qué va?
Always.
The verb.
Verb.
And what is the verb
Complaints.
here? Complains.
Complaints.
Complains. Se queja. She always complains
About.
about. Complain about. El verbo es de doble,
Husband.
como el wake up. Complain about. Complain about, quejarse de. She always complains about her husband. Y así vamos con la siguiente. Leti, ¿clara cómo va a ir la estructura?
Hoy sí.
Good. Do it. And if you have any other question, you ask me later. People, that's about it. Questions. Do you have questions? No questions about this one. Okay, let's practice, guys. On your notebook, please write down four sentences. 4 oraciones. Escribamos 4 oraciones ocupando lo que ustedes quieran. Always, never, sometimes, hardly ever, rarely, usually, whatever. 3 oraciones. 3 sentences. Let's write down 3 sentences about whatever you want. Did you finish, people? ¿Terminaron? You finish? Two more minutes. Give me one example, please. Yesenia, give me your example.
I never do exercise. I always listen to music at the morning. I early never wake up early on Sunday.
Good. The morning, in the morning. Okay? In the morning.
Okay.
Brenda, please help me with one example.
Okay. I always pray in the day. And I never eat egg with onion.
You never eat?
Eat egg with onion.
Yes.
No me gusta el huevo con la cebolla revuelto, no.
Eggs and onions. What? Yeah.
And finally, I usually listen to audiobooks to motivate myself.
Good. Listen in English, the audiobooks. It will help you to improve your listening skill. Probably you are not going to understand at the very beginning, but do it and it will help you. Thank you, Brenda. Andre, tell me.
I always eat pupusas in the morning. I never play soccer. I usually dance.
Good, excellent. Natalie, please.
I never cook the rice. I sometimes play the soccer. I never eat beans, the soup.
You never eat?
Beans. Okay.
What, sorry? You
Eat.
never eat?
So
Beans. Beans soup.
Bean soups. Bean
Soup.
soups.
Soup.
And
You never eat bean soup.
Okay.
Okay. Is that true? Or is an example? Ejemplo es la verdad. It's true or example? Don't worry. That's okay. Good. Thank you, Natalie. Daniela, help me with your examples, please.
I always eat bread in the morning. I'm hardly ever drink Coca-Cola. I never leave my phone. I usually take a nap in the afternoon. Only 4.
Good, excellent. That's it. Thank you, lady. Andrea, can you help me with your examples, please?
I usually do the same thing every day. I always go shopping on the weekend. I never sleep on time.
You never?
I never
Sleep.
Sleep on time.
You never eat? What, sorry?
Live on time.
I don't understand that part.
¿La vuelvo a repetir?
I get it, but I don't get it. Can you say it in Spanish?
Nunca salgo a tiempo.
You never live on time. Live on time.
On time.
Yep.
It's novel.
I never leave. The verb live. Live.
I never live on time.
On time. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's see. Jasmine, can you help me with one example, with your examples, please?
I hardly ever go to the gym. I never eat whenever. I always read books in the night. I sometimes paint. I often cook lasagna, and I usually watch series on Netflix.
Good. Guanaba, custard apple. A custard apple. Pero es para que lo sepan. Okay, good. Good examples. I like them. Elmer, what about your examples?
My example, my wife always make up.
Repeat after me. My wife always makes up.
Makes up.
Makes. Third person. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Continue, please.
My wife always makes up. Yeah.
Yes.
I usually play video game. My daughter sometimes eat vegetable.
Eats. Third person. It's vegetables. Repeat. Vegetables.
Vegetable.
Vegetables. Good. Excellent. Cesar, please help me with your examples.
Sometimes I eat pizza, and I always do work out in the morning, and I am hardly ever angry.
Good. Excellent. Great. Great job. Okay. People let's see. Okay, guys. We are going to study vocabulary right now. Okay. We already practiced this one, pero vamos a ver un poco más about it. Okay. So let's get vocabulary. Jobs and occupations. That's the topic. Professions and occupations in English. Okay. So repeat the first one. Accountant. Accountant.
Account.
Accountant. Accountant.
Account.
My father, he is accountant. My father is an accountant. An accountant.
An accountant.
Actor, actress, no creo que tengamos familiares actores, people. I don't think so. Actor and actress. Let's move on to the next one. Architect. Probablemente sí. Architect. Repeat, everybody. Architect.
Architect.
My sister, she is an architect. Esto nos va a servir para nuestro árbol genealógico. You tell me the profession of the person too. She is an architect. Repeat, everybody. Architect.
Architect.
Good. Astronomer, no creo. Author, tampoco. Vámonos con baker. Panadero. Baker. Repeat, everybody. Baker.
Baker.
Good. Excellent. Bricklayer. Bricklayer. You can copy down. Escríbanlas en su cuaderno. Bricklayer. Albañil. A bricklayer. Bus driver. Bus driver. Uber driver. Taxi driver. Truck driver. Camionero. Truck driver. Okay. Bus driver. Good.
Bus driver.
Good. My cousin, Miguel, he is a bus driver. Then butcher, carpenter, probablemente carpenter. Repeat, everybody. Carpenter.
Carpenter.
Okay. Carpenter. Chef. Oh, cook.
Chef.
My sister, she is a cook. She is a cook. Ella es una cocinar. No, she is a chef. The same thing. Okay. She is a cook. She is a chef. Let's continue. Cleaner. Dentist. Repeat, everybody. Dentist. Dentist. Graphic designer. Very popular nowadays. Designer. Good.
Designer.
Let's see. Electrician. Electricista. Good. Electrician. Engineer. Repeat, everybody. Engineer.
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 My father, he is a civil engineer, industrial engineer, aeronautics engineer, whatever. Okay. My mother, she's a factory worker. Trabaja en una maquila, trabaja en una fábrica. She's a factory worker. Factory worker. Repeat everybody, factory worker.
Factory worker.
Factory worker.
Worker, good.
Worker.
Let's see, hairdresser, estilista. My cousin, he is a hairdresser. She is a hairdresser. Hairdresser. Okay?
Hairdresser.
Yep. Lawyer. Lawyer.
Lawyer.
The lawyer works in the court. Trabaja en la corte el lawyer. Court. Okay? Court. Mechanic. Mechanic. No mechanic. Mecha. Mechanic. Repeat everybody. Mechanic.
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 Good. Excellent. Let's see. Nurse. My mother, she's a nurse. Repeat, nurse.
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 Plumber. Plomero. Plomero. Plumber. Fontanero. Plumber. Repeat everybody. Plumber.
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 La V no suena, guys. Don't say plumber. 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 She's a plumber. He's a plumber. Let's see. Receptionist. Receptionist.
Receptionist.
Receptionist.
Receptionist. Secretary.
Secretary.
Secretary. Secretary. Everybody, secretary.
Secretary.
Good. Shop assistant. Shop assistant. A person that works in a shop or a store selling products. That is a shop assistant.
Shop assistant.
Okay. Teacher. My mom is a teacher. Repeat everybody. Teacher.
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 Good.
Teacher.
Waiter. Waitress. Mesero. Mesera. Waiter. Waitress. Repeat everybody. Waiter.
Waiter.
Waitress.
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 Good. Excellent. Is there a profession that you want to know? ¿Hay alguna que se haya quedado? That you want to know? How do you say that one? No? Okay. People, let's practice right now para nuestra presentación del lunes. Okay? What are we going to do? ¿Se acuerdan? Yesterday we worked with the family tree. Continuamos ahora con el family tree, pero agreguémosle más. For example, my grandfather, well, my family tree. First, my grandfather, his name is Raúl. He is an architect. My grandmother, her name is Susana. She is a secretary. My father, his name is Juan. He is a taxi driver. And my mother, she is a shop assistant. Her name is Roxana. My brothers, Juan and Ramiro, they are architect and doctor. My brother Juan is 30 years old. My brother Ramiro is 60, is 35 years old. Y así, vamos agregando. ¿Ok? ¿Es necesario decirlo con todos? No. But remember, what is our goal? Nuestro goal es hablar 2 minutos. 2 minutes per person. This coming Monday. Questions. Preguntas, guys. Do you have any question?
Una pregunta, ¿cómo se dice licenciado?
How do you say? How do you say licenciado?
How do you say licenciado?
No existe la palabra licenciado. Usted dice, por ejemplo, si quiere decir licenciado en... ¿Qué? Licenciado
Comunicaciones.
en comunicaciones. Oh, my father, he has a major. He has a major. He has a major in communications. Okay? He has a major. Él es un licenciado. Él tiene un título de universidad. Eso es lo que está diciendo usted. Literalmente cuando dice, he has a major. Okay? He has a major in marketing. He has a major in English and French. He has a major in nutrition. Whatever. Okay? Good question. Another question, guys. Okay.
¿Puede volver a repetir la presentación? Muy bien.
Ok. Vamos a practicar para nuestra presentación de lunes. So, usted va a describir su family tree. Pero incluya las profesiones, incluya qué es lo que hacen, cuántos años tienen, un poco de información. No toda la biografía, right? But include some details. ¿Ok? Mi papá, él es arquitecto, tiene 45, 60 años. Su nombre es Juan Carlos. That's it. Creo que eso es lo más importante.
Okay.
So, guys, let's work right now. Describe it. Imagínense que ya van a la presentación. So, describe it, give details, practice. Como que ya estamos en la presentación. Let's go, people. Let's practice now. They were practicing, now they're coming back. Let's see, guys, let's wait right now, just a little bit. Veremos un poquito.
Hola.
Okay, people, before we finish, let me tell you, we finish all topics. Ya pueden terminar todo lo de la plataforma. Okay, hay algunos temas que no hemos visto, but they are a review of all topics, so you can do it. Okay, so everything is there, everything is ready. Finish the platform. You have tomorrow to do it, Saturday and Sunday, to finish it. Remember the presentation, we will have it on Monday. And that's it. Let's see. Elmer, please tell me about your family tree.
Okay. My family tree is first my father. His name is Ramon. He is 55 years old. And my mother, her name is Margarita. She is 56 years old. And my brother, her name is, creo que me equivoqué ahí en es her. His name is Cesar. He is 45 years old. Also, my two sisters, their names is Marcela and Jessica. Marcela tengo una consulta ahí, porque ya me trabé. Si yo voy a decir el nombre de una persona, por ejemplo, yo estoy diciendo que mi papá tiene tantos años, entonces primero dije el nombre de mi papá y después dije él tiene tantos años, pero si digo de una sola vez el nombre de alguien junto con su edad, ¿cómo sería?
His name is Rocío. She is 29 years old. De un solo. Okay. Her name is Susan. She is 29 years old. She is a doctor. Así, no se complique. That's what you have to do, guys. Practice. Practice. You have a lot of days to practice. Monday we will do it. Okay? So, that's it, people. Thank you so much for coming to the class. And that's all for now. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, I'll see you on Monday. Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you.
See you.
Terminen la plataforma, people. Bye.